Welcome to Vision ProNotes. I'm Marty, a faculty member at Midwest University, a podcaster, and an Apple product fan. Also, co-host of Vision Profiles, along with Eric Bolden, Dave Ginsberg, and Daniel Burkholder. Vision Profiles, as you know, is the full-length show that we do on Monday nights, streaming live at 9 p.m. at youtube.com/@Vision Profiles. You can catch us there with the live stream Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or later on YouTube if you want to watch the video or any podcatch service. What we do with ProNotes is we do little bits of news that have come up during the week between shows, and we put the ProNotes out on the same stream so you can listen to the audio or watch the video if you choose through our podcast or video channel if you want to at YouTube. And what we try to do is give you the basics with the immediate news that has come out, and then we pick up for the full story the following Monday or the next Monday night show. Well, we do these ProNotes on Wednesday mornings, Friday mornings, and again on Monday mornings in preparation for the Monday evening show. And today's ProNote kind of saw it coming. We thought yesterday when we did the show on Monday night, we thought we need another beta, but we're not going to get it today because in America, in the U.S., it was Labor Day, so it was a holiday. And I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out tomorrow on Tuesday. And sure enough, it did. And so we're reporting to you this for Wednesday morning. And if you want to, you can go to the website and learn all about VisionOS 26 Beta 9 and the release notes for it. This is Beta 9, the developer beta, as they call it. And the website gives you pages and pages of things that are part of the changes that occur. Some of it you can't tell if it's from previous betas or not, but you can find out all you need to. If you want the in-depth stuff, you can go there. What we'll do here is we'll give you a little brief overview of what it is. So Beta 9 brings clearer accessibility information, easier window sharing, cleaner visuals, and a bunch of fixes, plus a few under-the-hood upgrades for developers. And I'll mention those the best I can of what those upgrades are. It's surprising. We thought we would be going from Beta 8 to the final pre-release version of 26, and it's only been, I think the last time they went up to 9 betas, I read somewhere on any of the OSs was like 2017. So it's for it to get to a 9th beta in this round was a little surprising. Now, what you'll notice if you're an Apple Vision Pro user is in the App Store, it now shows an accessibility section on app pages. So it will tell you issues around accessibility. And before you go ahead and download it or purchase it, you can kind of check out any accessibility issues. That's a big addition to the App Store. You can also share a window from People View. You can tap who's nearby and with folks around you and invite FaceTime callers if you want to. So that's another new addition with this beta release. Mac Virtual Display looks a lot cleaner. There are sharper edges to it. The pass-through and around your Mac keyboard, much sharper, cleaner looking. Safari has a clear button on it now. It is back in the history sidebar, but immersive video can still kind of trap it in the UI. And if that happens, you need to force quit. But they have introduced this clear button. It's back, so it was there, but it's returned into the history sidebar. You can search crash fixes rolled out via OTA. EyeSight reliability shows content again, so that's good. AirDrop videos are now open in files. So AirDrops that are sent to you can open in the files folder. Messages get a handful of some nice polished pieces to fix messages. There is still a known issue that occurs. Spotlight may show blank app icons in Siri Suggestions. So be careful with that. That's something that could pop up for you. For developers, okay, I'm going to try and work my way through this in as plain English as I can. On-device AI hooks. Apps can tap Apple's model directly and do the Apple Intelligence thing. Faster, you get first responses. It's a snappier feature without the iCloud. So it's using that processor and using Apple Intelligence on board. So that's now part of the information that developers can use in the work that they do. You also have 3D charts land in Swift charts. So you can now expect true 3D data views in VisionOS apps. I think this is cool because, I mean, why have a VisionOS unless you can do 3D views from the data that you have? And, you know, Microsoft played around with this a little bit with Excel in Vision Pro, that you can get kind of a 3D chart that comes out of it. But these are now available with any data that you get in a VisionOS app, or possible if the developer builds that in. The security's tightening a little bit. Default TLS 1.2 plus for new builds. Very old servers may break. Logs redact more by default now. So those are security issues that can be tightened up. So, of course, when these things come up, it's kind of hard to sort through all of what's in the developer notes. You're welcome to that. The link is in the show notes. But so I go out and see what are people saying about it. Well, here's the thing. There's no Jupyter environment. It's still not there. And everybody's excited about a new environment because people use environments a lot. I don't. But everybody has seen at WWDC the Jupyter environment, and they're just waiting for it, and it's not there in beta 9. So we're still Jupyterless. And somebody even posted, we probably won't see it until 26.1. So don't get your hopes up just because it was released or revealed in WWDC. It means it will come out as part of the Vision 26 software. The Vision 26 software has a long way to go. We're just going to get these betas out of the way, and then they'll start with the software upgrades. And that's where you might see environments added in, which disappointed some readers when folks said there. There were some people who were still complaining persistent issues for some users, that the idea that you can leave something in a room, come back, and it's still hanging there in the room. Some folks have said those persistent issues are still a problem for them. I haven't had that problem. I can shut off my machine and come back, turn it back on, and those persistent objects that I put up are still there and remain there. One of the things I noticed the first time I attempted to do widget anchoring was that it sort of gave me a wireframe of the room that I was in, this office actually, and it took that data and then it allowed me to place objects, and it knew how to snap those widgets into position based on the wireframe. There are people who are still reporting widget anchoring problems for some users. So outside of what's been said in the beta developers notes, these are things that I picked up from looking at user groups, Discord, Reddit. These are things that some users are still concerned about. So the bottom issue, the whole thing, let's look at it. That's beta 9. It's a small, I think it's 7.9 gigabytes. So I don't know how small that is. It's a small but meaningful upgrade for everyday use with smarter, faster apps coming on the horizon as part of this operating system change. So thanks for listening to us and tuning in for this little bit. These ProNotes come out 3 days a week, as I mentioned, and you can find out all about us on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@visionprofiles, where you'll see the videos and the audio if you want to grab it from there or any other podcast service. We'd love to hear from our listeners. If you have ideas or want to join an episode, just email us at thepodtalknetwork@gmail.com. That's our email, thepodtalknetwork@gmail.com. You can learn more about Vision Profiles and other projects that we're involved with at thepodtalk.net. That's the website that contains all the information about the different podcasts that we're doing and things that we're involved in. So spread the word to other visionaries. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.